Hi Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading for September 24th through the 30th. As always, this will be a general reading for the week ahead, plus one card for love. I will be doing a Pisces October love reading, a reading just completely around the subject of love. So if you haven't already subscribed and hit notification, go ahead and do so, and you will get a notification when that happens, when that's up in a few days, hopefully. Alright, we're going to do Monday, Tuesday, Pisces. Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday. And Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And a card for love. I like you guys being with me while I'm shuffling it. It feels more like an actual reading to me. And I don't know if you guys caught it because of the camera view, but while I was shuffling, this one was like sticking way out. So I thought, okay, maybe this one wants to come out. So you guys got a bonus card, but don't tell the other signs. Ooh, Pisces, 7 of Swords. Be careful, Pisces. Somebody may be watching you. Somebody may be like trying to be sneaky in some way. Somebody might be trying to tell you the things you want to hear, or pretending to be the person they know that's going to impress you, because they may have some selfish motives. Those motives could be to get on your good side and like benefit from that in some way. It could be someone who's trying to get into your pants. It could be somebody at work who maybe sees you as a competition, so they're buddying up with you and maybe like trying to get information or something so they can somehow maybe like make you look bad or slip you up in some way so they can get ahead. 7 of Swords generally could be someone who's being a little bit shady. On the other hand, depending on whatever school of tarot you belong to or like what your beliefs are, some people see this as a card about redirection or finding a new way to do things. Like maybe you have to be a little bit more creative about how you're approaching a situation. You got to use a little bit more finesse. So this is a general reading. It's going to be different things for different ones of you. But that one was coming out, which is funny because this is kind of like a warning card. And it wanted to come out before I started. So I guess like it's like saying, listen to this. So, trust your gut, trust your intuition. And so Monday, Tuesday, Pisces, you have 4 of Pentacles. This is the Mucha Tarot deck, by the way, which I've seen it around, but it's a super cute deck, and it's even cuter in person, and I really love this deck. So 4 of Pentacles. Some of you may be dealing with an earth sign who could be a little bit possessive, a little bit clingy. Some of you may have earth in your birth chart. Maybe some of you are feeling insecure about a situation and you're feeling possessive or clingy about your partner or a friend or a situation, and you may be feeling like, oh my goodness, I don't want to lose it. So you're really kind of like latching in. And this is saying relax, 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 relax. Pisces, for some of you, you're really coming up in terms of like some career or some goal or some job situation. So maybe money starting to come in, and maybe you're coming out of a time of when you were really struggling. It's not that the money is coming in. You may be a little bit afraid about spending it, or you may be a little bit afraid about like, well, I got to hold on to every penny because I don't know when I'm going to have money again. If you're going into it with that kind of mentality, you're going to create blocks for yourself. Obviously, you have to be wise. You have to be balanced. You can't go out, treating every day like your birthday and just going all out and treating yourself all day, every day. You can't do that. But balance, balance. Don't squeeze and pinch your pennies so tight to where you're creating blocks or, seizing yourself up in that way. Because then what'll happen, something will happen, and all the money you're holding on to so tightly all of a sudden is gone. That's what happens energetically. Either you break down and you splurge on stupid crap and you regret it, or you get hit with some crazy bill out of nowhere. You can't just have money coming in. There has to be a flow, right? You can donate a little bit to charity. You can give a little bit at your church. You can, invest in things that are going to make you a better or healthier person, So you can still save, but don't be in that energy of fear. And those of you in a relationship, keep in mind, if you're holding on super tight to somebody, that's going to drive them away. And that's kind of like the message with this card. Wednesday, Thursday, 9 of Wands. Now, some of you may be a little bit fishy about this 7 of Swords already. Some of you, maybe when you saw me pull up this card, you're like, I knew it. That's a sign from the universe. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Because 9 of Wands is kind of like being on the lookout. Like you're expecting someone to come at you. You're expecting something to go wrong. You're like you're on the defense. You're on the defense. You're expecting somebody to come at you and you're like ready to defend yourself. The good thing about this card though is it's kind of at the end of a cycle, right? Because this is the second to last card in the numbers of the wands. The next one is 10. And 10 is like putting down a burden. It's like completing a cycle. Looking for a place to put some heavy situation down. So if you've been struggling with a person or a situation for a while, or you've been uneasy about something, this card is saying, you're on the lookout. It's almost over. You're nearing the end of that cycle or that situation. But it's also saying, like, you've been through a lot of battles already. Like, we could even say each one of these stands for a battle. 10 is the last one. So, like, you already know. Like, you've been around. You've seen things. So this card is saying you're wiser now. And it's going to be a lot harder for somebody to pull the wool over your eyes. It's going to be a lot harder for somebody to come at you. You have wisdom. You have experience. You are more than capable to look out for yourself. And you're more than capable to protect yourself. So keep that in mind. And this could manifest in a lot of different ways. It could be love, it could be family, it could be work, it could be all of the above. But some of you guys have something going on with boundaries and relationships this week, it looks like. Let's check out Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And you got King of Cups. So some of you may be dealing with a water sign, or being that you are a water sign, this could be attributes of yourself. King of Cups is somebody who's very successful, who can be very loving, very nurturing, very generous when they decide they want to be generous, which might bring us to this energy here. Maybe some of you are coming out of that, holding on tightly to like being a little bit more generous, or choosing when to be generous. Now, even though this is a water sign, it's not always, like for me in my readings, it's not always 100% going to be a water sign, because King of Cups sometimes can represent a husband, or like, a father figure. So some of you may be dealing with a father figure towards the end of the week. Some of you are maybe those of you who have a husband. You may be spending time with your husband, or you may be making your husband a priority in that weekend. I don't know, maybe some of you, maybe you have a husband whose birthday is coming up, or there's an anniversary or something. But there's like a drawing close, or there's a focus here on this person, or bringing these attributes out within yourself. The one thing about King of Cups, just the way I feel about King of Cups, I feel King of Cups, like I said, they can be generous, but they make you earn it. They make you earn it. It's kind of like that dad who's going to say, well, you can't have the car this weekend unless you mow the lawn and paint the house. And I don't know, like, you're going to have to like prove yourself, or you have to do things, or you have to fulfill certain responsibilities. And if you do, then you can be richly rewarded or nicely rewarded. So some of you might be finding yourself in that type of situation. Maybe there's a boss or somebody at work that's really making you jump through hoops, or at least you feel like they're making you jump through hoops. Or some of you are kind of like proving yourselves to a partner or to a mate. Or maybe some of you are making somebody prove themselves to you. Maybe some of you have been way too generous for a very long time, and maybe you're coming into the beginning of the week resentful, and you're like, well, I'm not going to be given all this time, and I'm not going to be given all this energy, and I'm not going to be given all this money. So maybe some of you are just, you're here for a different reason, and by the end of the week, you're coming into your power, and you're just kind of like, okay, like, you got to step it up, bud. You got to step it up. So you're still loving, you're still nurturing, but you're making a shift in the relationship or in the situation, and you're drawing a line. And you're kind of demanding in a fair way, in a peaceful way, that there be some give and take. I think for some of you Pisces, that's what's going on. Some of you may be, you know, dating a water sign or meeting a water sign or, you know, dealing with a water sign. It could be that as well, you know, in the weekend. This is a general reading. It's going to be different things for different ones of us. Check out your moon sign, your rising sign for like different layers. You may need a private reading. Reach out to me for a private reading. I have private readings starting for as low as $5, you know, so let me know if I can help you there. Your love card, Pisces, is 5 of Wands, and we can see here there's some commotion happening. They're battling it out. They're battling it out. And I think a couple of signs got 5 of Wands last week for love. I can't remember if you guys were one of them. But as you can clearly see from this very clear image, 5 of Wands is about competition. Okay? Don't freak out. Don't panic all of a sudden thinking, oh my God, somebody's going to come in and steal my man, or somebody's going to come in and steal my woman. I'm not saying that's impossible. For some of you, this energy may manifest in that way. You may feel like you're having to compete for someone, but sometimes this could also be about competing goals. So maybe like you feel like you're competing with your partner's friends or with your partner's job or with your partner's video game console for their attention and for their time. It could be something as simple as that. It could be that you and your partner aren't on the same page about what you think is important and what kinds of things you want to be doing when you are spending time together. So it could be some competing goals in that way. It could be arguing. It could be bickering. For those of you who are single or who are dating, you may be in a situation, again, where you feel like you're competing with other factors in that person's life for their time or attention. Or you may feel like you're competing with other people for their attention. You may feel like, you know, they haven't made a decision to be with you and solely you just yet. And that can be frustrating. Or, you know, you are the one who's distracted and you are the one whose attention is elsewhere. And other people are feeling like they have to compete for your attention and your time. Now, the thing about 5 of Wands, the card that comes after it, 6 of Wands, is about victory. So to me, I always take this as saying, don't be afraid, right? Because the next step is going to be winning. So you have a good shot. You have a good chance at winning. Don't be too quick or too immediate about giving up on someone or bowing out. Because if you hold tight, you may be able to find yourself in a situation to where you have a favorable outcome from this like competitive situation or this quarreling or this bickering. Okay? General reading, check out your moon sign, your rising sign. You know, that might give you more information. That might give you more details. Or let me know if I can do a private reading for you. We are going to pull your soul homework, your intuition homework, your soul guidance card, and see what message your angels and guides have for you for this coming week. What they want you to remember, what they want you to focus on, what they want you to work on, think about. All right, Pisces. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Here's your card. You have intention, Pisces. Intention. Set your intention. Set your focus. What are you putting out? Where are you focusing your energy? Which makes sense, you know, because here we have this quarreling card, right? We've got like this craziness card. You may have people who are coming up and who are being shady in some way, like trying to slip you up, right? You may feel like there's like people that are, you know, hating on you or competing with you. So, what your angels and guides want you to know for homework is that you can have a positive outcome and you can get through that icky energy by setting your intention. Intention is also your focus. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to gain? For example, Pisces, I love you all. I love my Pisces friends. I love my Pisces family. I do. But the thing with you Pisces is, you guys don't like confrontation, and you like try to be peaceful with everybody, and you try to be like, you know, friendly, which is great. But, you know, if somebody pushes you too hard, or somebody's hurtful, or somebody is like, you know, crooked in some way, you guys can get very emotional. You guys can get very, very emotional and really like blow up and explode. And then it's kind of like there's this big emotional mess that feels like you can't overcome it, or that feels like you can't fix it. And this is saying it doesn't have to get there, right? So like, say for example, you have a situation and you need to talk to somebody about your feelings, and you need to confront somebody about something they're doing that's not fair. Set your intention when you're going in to talk to them. When you prepare, maybe say a quick prayer. Call in your guardian angels. Call in Archangel Gabriel to help you with your words. Call in Archangel Raguel to help you with fairness. Or just, you know, meditate or do whatever you need to do, and go in setting the intention of, I'm going to speak with this person and focus on solutions. I'm going to focus on solutions. I'm going to focus on both of us peacefully finding a solution to the situation, instead of just kind of going into it and venting and exploding and having it like turn into an ordeal. You can have a lot better results when you have an intention going in, or when you're going into work that day. You're setting an intention. Today I'm going to do a really good job. Today I'm going to improve on this one area of my job or my performance, whatever it may be. You're setting your focus, and ultimately this is going to help you with your manifesting, because there might be some things that you've been trying to manifest for a while, and maybe they feel like they're running away from you, or they're, you know, evading you in some way. Maybe they feel a little elusive. So by setting your intention, you're going to have a better result. So, my friends, let me know if I can do a private reading for you. Reach out to me on my social media or email me. There's a link, not a link, but there's in the description, there's my contact info. There's a price list for private readings. Those of you who are my Patreon patrons, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. I could not do these videos without you. You make it possible. And we'll be doing our live chat session this week. And it is going to be midweek, guys, because there are some people that can't come on the weekend. And we'll figure out a system for those of you who need to ask me a private question or a personal question or a specific question. And if you can't get onto the private chat with me, or if you're like working or you can't get at the computer at that time, we will figure something out. And we will be doing another tarot card reading lesson too this week, and hopefully a meditation. So I'm being a little ambitious, but my Patreon folks, I thank you. Check out AmethystAngelLight, Facebook and Instagram. I do a free card there every single day. I do a free pick a card there every single day. I've been trying to do weekly giveaways. So, you know, please do check that out. Like the page, follow me, and keep in touch with me in between videos, guys. Subscribe, hit notification if you haven't already. New videos coming up in the next few days. Pick a card, love reading, all that good stuff. Alright, take care, my friends.